There's something actually funny about this nursing money. Okay, why you see some people buying houses, buying cars, doing a lot of things with their nursing money and living their best life, you also have some set of people who come out to complain that there is no money in nursing, they are broke, they are in debt, and you get confused as to, is there really money in nursing? Like, what exactly is the truth? I am not going to be someone that will tell you, oh, don't think about money when you're coming into nursing, because nobody wants to work for free. A lot of us also consider how much we stand to earn when going into other careers. So why can't we do the same for nursing? But if there is really money in nursing, why are people complaining? And if there is no money in nursing, why are people living large? This is what I'll be discussing in this video, because I am someone who has worked at least in two different countries now. I have seen things from two different points of views, and I think I understand why this is going to continually be a debate among nurses. Hi guys, my name is Busari Imoliayo. I am a Nigerian registered nurse and midwife. I'm also a United Kingdom registered nurse. On this channel, I talk about nursing and healthcare. So if you're interested in content like that, do click on the subscribe button to join the YouTube family, and also on the bell icon so you don't miss out when I drop another amazing video. With that being said, let's get into the topic. A little disclaimer, everything I'm going to say in this video is based off my personal observation and what I feel. Like, they're just my personal opinion, okay? So I need you guys to be very nice in the comments when you're talking or responding to what I have said in this video, okay? So the first thing I think is wrong is that people need to understand that nursing is a globally underpaid profession. When I say globally underpaid, I am not saying that Nigerian nurses should be saying that American nurses are rich. You should compare the income of nurses to the cost of living in that country. So if you want to talk about the income of nurses, you don't stay in Nigeria and talk about the income of nurses in America, and you don't stay in UK and talk about the income of nurses in Nigeria. No, you need to relate the minimum wage, the cost of living in that country, to nursing income. Then you realize that globally, on a global level, nurses are underpaid. Okay, we are not paid enough for our jobs. That is quite sad, but that doesn't mean you cannot use nursing to your advantage. I am not saying that I do not appreciate how much I earn. Please, I am not saying I do not appreciate how much I earn. I am in a very good place, like even in a better place than where I was years ago, thanks to nursing. But I am just saying that nurses could be paid more than they are paid in every country right now. Number two, you need to understand there are so many things that will influence how much you get paid as a nurse. Things like your years of experience, area of specialization, and location of practice. Those three things would influence how much you earn as a nurse. Even like how or mode of practice self. Like if you're doing travel nursing, agency nursing, to staff nursing, like these are things that are going to influence how much you earn as a nurse. But that is not enough. Another thing you need to also take into consideration is that it is not about how much you earn that makes you a very rich person. It is about what you do with what you earn that makes you a rich person. So if you're the type of nurse that once you get your paycheck, you don't save, you don't invest, you don't plan towards the future, no matter how much you earn, no matter how big your income is, you're still going to be broke. Let's say your expenses overweigh your income. It doesn't matter if you're the highest paid nurse in the world. Once your expenses overweighs your income, you're going to be broke. So it is not just about how much you earn as a nurse. It is about what you do with how much you earn as a nurse. That is very, very important. Another thing I need you guys to understand is that social media is not real life. I'm not saying that nurses are living fake life on the internet, but the fact that somebody said, I bought a new car, does not mean that person has paid for that car. That is something I realized after moving out of Nigeria, because in Nigeria, we run a debit-based system. If you are buying something, you're paying for it. But in some parts of the world, you can finance it. That means you can get a car, pay for it for a number of years. You can get a house, pay for it for a number of years. Unlike Nigeria, where you have to buy the land, build the house, complete it even before you do the housewarming. So by the time you're doing the housewarming, you may not even have any debt on that house, except maybe you took a bank loan or something. So it is possible for you in Nigeria to be living debt free, whereas in other parts of the world you could be living large and in serious debt and people will not know. So if you're seeing someone who is probably doing the same job as you and the person is going on vacations, buying cars, buying houses, it doesn't exactly mean that you are the poor one. I'm not confusing you. The fact that somebody is living large and do the same job as you while you're living a middle class or like an average life doesn't mean that you're the poor one. You might actually be the richer one. You might actually be the smarter one and you don't even know. So you need to stop putting pressure on yourself. So it brings me to the conclusion that there is money in nursing. There are different things that will affect how much you earn as a nurse. But what makes you a rich nurse is not how much you earn, or what you do with what you earn. So if you're a nursing student and you're really concerned about how much you stand to earn as a nurse, I hope I've given you an insight as to where you should be directing your focus to, what you do with the money that you earn, not exactly how much you earn. And if you really want to increase how much you earn, you know that you need to either tweak something around your location, where you practice, how you practice, and probably the hospital you work, the specialty you work. You have to like make some changes around that to increase your income. So there's actually money in nursing. I'm not going to lie. There's money in nursing. There could be more. I'm not saying that we are earning enough. That there could be more, but there is actually money if you know how to do the right things and if you manage your money wisely. Besides, nursing is still one of those professions that gives you a lot of opportunities. In a lot of countries, you can lose your job today and get like you can finish like resign from one work today and the next month you're already getting on another interview just because you're a nurse. Nursing is like it has a lot of opportunities both locally and internationally. So I love my job as a nurse. I am completely grateful. Like I am grateful to my parents for sponsoring my education because I had a very expensive education. If you study nursing in a private school in Nigeria, you understand what I am saying. I had a very expensive education. I am forever grateful to my parents and my family for putting a lot of effort into ensuring that I got educated, because it is a lot. Because if you keep letting people depress you that you're in a profession that makes you poor, they might not just have the information to where the nursing money is. You understand? So I hope I've not bored you guys. What do you think? Do you feel I am right? Let me know your opinion in the comment section. And if you want to watch more of my videos, you can click on this playlist here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!